A local religious organization is reaching out to children taken from their families and put into ICE custody. Joe Boland joins us today from the Catholic Extension to tell us all about it. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Good morning.
Tell us what's actually happening.
Yeah, so Catholic Extension is an organization that's based right here in Chicago, but we work nationally. So we are all over the place. There was an earthquake in Puerto Rico last week.
Yeah.
We are there providing support to those communities with whom we've had a relationship for over 100 years. And so we're working in very under-resourced communities, and we have a long-time relationship with communities in the Deep South, particularly in Mississippi. And I remember the day in August, I got a call and was told that the largest statewide raid in the history of the United States had just occurred. And I looked at my phone and I said, those are our people. They're communities that we've been working with, supporting, raising funds for. And when it hits, not necessarily geographically close to home, but certainly emotionally close to home, Catholic Extension stepped into action to support families that are absolutely reeling from the effects of these raids. So we're meeting parents, for example, who, went off to work, and actually it was the first day of school in Mississippi that day. That's what was particularly tragic about it. And the kids came home and realized that in some cases, mom or dad or both had vanished. And so you can't even, and I'm a parent, you can't even begin to wrap your mind around the reality of the situation that's happening there.
I mean, kids, that's something they carry with them for the rest of their life. So you guys are going in and helping out with mental health experts, correct?
There's two ways that, that we stepped into action. That is one of them. But the first thing that we knew we needed to do, and that we were actually gearing up for situations like this, is knowing that when you have a breadwinning parent, head of household, that's suddenly gone, no longer able to provide for their children, we, and we're a church community, need to be present to those families. And so the first level of support we've provided is economic support, helping them pay the bills, buy food, care for their children, because even if they were paroled from detention, they're no longer able to work and provide for their family. So the economic piece is very important, but we know, as you just said, the long-term effect, and I've seen it personally in all my visits down there, is the trauma, the absolute trauma that is not only in the children who we're most concerned about, but also the parents and everybody around it. And so next month, I'm very happy to announce that we're launching a new mental health, psychological outreach to these communities to help them cope with the long-term effects of what's happening.
People that are watching this now, how can they help?
They can go to our website, catholicextension.org. On the homepage, you'll find stories about this, and they can provide support. I can assure you that the help is getting into these communities immediately once the donations are made.
Yeah, people think so much about natural disasters and helping out, but this is a disaster happening in our own country.
It is a human disaster of epic proportions, and we do support, as I just mentioned, in places like Puerto Rico, where the earthquake just happened, and there's certainly psychological trauma here. It is like walking into a disaster zone when you meet some of these families.
Well, thank you so much for being here, for all the work you're doing in the community, but shedding light on something that people don't understand all the after effects.
Yeah, the human side to this.
Right, human side of it.
Yes, that's
certainly.
It.
I think empathy is a start.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
For more information on Catholic Extension and their mission, head to catholicextension.org. We'll also share this info on our website, thejamtvshow.com.